Folks, it is October 11th, 2022. This is an HMBradio HM bonus edition of the podcast, being that the Johnny B Show was off the air tonight on the 11th of October, 2022. I wanted to make sure I got you some sort of content. First, please share it, tell a friend about it, subscribe at willsyoutube.com and willspodcast.com, home_made_man on Instagram and Twitter. Now, there's certain things that you know are going to be, there's going to be consequences for your actions, right? I think that running on the field of a game, of a professional sports game, whether it be baseball, basketball, whatever, you're jumping into an arena, literally, with very strong men, okay? Oftentimes they don't get involved. Now, famously, what was it, last week? Was it the Rams linebacker Bobby Wagner? Some guy had a smoke grenade, and this is LA, a pink smoke grenade, and ran out into the field, and Bobby Wagner said, no, you're not going to do that today, and just laid him out, crushed him. Now, the guy was protesting for animal rights at some stupid organization he has where he goes to farms, the right to rescue. He goes to farms and steals farmers' property, being the animals. His argument is that it's a life, it can't be property, and I'm going to rescue it. Okay. I mean, again, I feel protesting is worthless. Maybe there was a time and a place for it, but everybody knows now. Everybody's aware of every single cause there is, and I don't think anybody's going to see this dingleberry run out into the football field with a pink smoke grenade, then they, with a shirt that they can't see because they're in an arena full of people, and then go, hey, my cause is the right to rescue farm animals. And then somebody's going to go, wow, that was a wake-up call. I changed my stance on this. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, dude. I'm sorry. And he got crushed, and he's trying to file charges against Bobby Wagner, which will inevitably lead to a lawsuit. And they're going to pay him to go away because it's just easier to do that. It's cheaper to do it. You just go, here's $10,000. Go rescue some donkeys, you ass, and get out of here. And he'll go, thanks, but it's still messed up, but thanks. And then he'll go spend his money on stupid stuff, probably methamphetamine, let's be honest. So this story over the weekend, there was I thought they said it confirmed that it was a teenage girl, but apparently it was a teenage boy. Not even a teenage boy, a 10-year-old little person, human being at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game decided that they wanted to participate, probably seeing what Bobby Wagner did to that weird loser in Los Angeles, decided that I'm a child. They can't do anything to me, I guess. I don't know what the rationale was. I would think as a 10-year-old, you probably don't have any whatsoever, no foresight whatsoever, but let's watch it. It's pretty good. All right, here we go. Not bad. Pretty good tackle there by security. And the thing about this is, I feel like the security guard got a lot of guff, and you could kind of understand it. It's only a child, right? But I don't think the security guard even knows that. I mean, it's a small person, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a child. And I would think a child would be less likely to jump on the field because they have parents, right? That's the whole thing. They have parents, and the parents would say, if you do that, I'm going to kill you. Okay. But a boy ran onto the field and was tackled by the security guard in the second quarter of the Tampa Bay's game versus the Atlanta Falcons. A woman who identified herself as the child's mother told the Associated Press that the boy is 10 years old. A police officer later told the AP that the boy is older than 10, but he couldn't release his age because he is still a juvenile. The officer said that the mother has several children and was confused about which one jumped on the field. I mean, it doesn't matter. You still got one on the field. Tampa Police Department spokesman Eddie Durkin said that the boy was issued a civil citation and given a notice to appear in court. The incident occurred while the Buccaneers were lining up for an extra point after Leonard Fournette's 1-yard touchdown. So he was issued a citation. I don't think, you should go to jail for this or anything. Obviously, he's a kid. You do dumb stuff. But I think, there was some pushback that maybe the security guard shouldn't have tackled this young man. And but getting that citation, I think that's good enough. And then let the mother just beat him to death as soon as he gets home. I think that's a fair punishment. Don't let security or the police do it. Let the mother handle this sort of stuff because it's coming out of her pocketbook, unfortunately. I mean, you just don't know. You don't know. Have you ever heard of 9/11? You can't do you can't jump on the field unless you're like fully nude. You have to make it clear that, and if you're a child, obviously you can't be fully nude. Some people would probably argue that in today's world, but not me. But you got to really ham it up if you want to make sure that you're not a terrorist. Now, the guy in LA carrying a smoke grenade, not a good look. Not a good look. I mean, he looked like it to be not a threat, but you don't know. I mean, you don't know ever. And I think it warrants this reaction, whether it's a child or not. And hopefully the child will now go, wow, this was a wake-up call. I can't do stuff like this. There's something about, I have a thing with authority, right? Like I don't like it, but also I do want to live in a society that there must be repercussions for actions. And when you do stupid things or try to aggress on somebody else, somebody's got to whomp you over the head and say, "Hey, you can't do that." I saw this video. This is kind of secondary, and I was talking about this on the Johnny B show. In this circumstance, I believe it was Chicago. We have a mental illness problem in this country, and there was a lady who was Winnie the Poohing, no pants, had a shirt on, and a police officer was trying to apprehend her, take her into custody, it looked like, and she was resisting this. Now, it's unfortunate the woman's clearly mentally ill, but the officer is you have to take care of business here. Like, how are you going to do this? You need to call for backup, stun them. You have to do something. And he chose not to do anything. So he got backed up, kind of pushed into a corner. The lady jumped into a squad car and whoop, that was it. She was gone. And the guy's on the ground. He tried to no, don't, please stop. We just, you've neutered any sort of engagement for a sane society. If you run on the field, if you try to jump into a cop's car, listen, I'm not the biggest fan of the police out there, but also if you try to jump and steal their property, I think they should just shoot you. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I mean, it's bad. It's not good. But what's the solution here? You can't let them take the car. There's like guns and stuff in there. And now the vehicle itself is a weapon. If a kid runs onto the field, if an adult runs onto the field, you get tackled. And maybe you get a knee in your back. And maybe you get a broken rib. That's part of the social contract that I think we've all signed to live in a society. Is it funny sometimes, especially if you're some drunk nude man running out to the field? Yes, it's hilarious. But you got to understand the penance for those laughs is maybe a few broken ribs and a black eye. Some wood shampoo, bam. Violence it's not gone. It's been a part of civilization and humanity forever. And it is going somewhere. It shouldn't go anywhere. I'm not a big fan of it myself, but also there has to be repercussions. I'm George Costanza right now. We live in a society. It's very important that we maintain this. And like I said, while it may be funny if you're a person trying to get a laugh and you do something crazy and silly, you might end up with a broken rib. Anyway, expectations for a child, I think, are the same in this occasion because, again, you don't know. You don't know. Probably did she have a bomb or he have a bomb? No, probably not. But you never know. We live in a society. Home_made_man, HMBradio.com, WillsPodcast.com, WillsYouTube.com. Maybe I'm wrong. Please leave your comments below if you think security got out of hand with this young person running out into the field. You're wrong, but I'll listen to your arguments, certainly. You can get in touch with the show also via text or text or voicemail, 813-693-2124. I hope you have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you on Wednesday on the Johnny B Show. Goodbye.